Okay, I'm already here waiting for the people. I just send them messages to see if they are there. I will just wait for them. This week was not very good. I saw a lot of people who, well, they were supposed to be here, but they didn't. I don't know, it's empty, the lists are empty. I don't know if it's because some of them already presented the septo, so I'll wait for them.
You?
Shh. ¿Va a ser con papá? Ay, Dios. Good evening, Maria Elena. Good evening, Arelis. How are you?
Good evening, teacher. I'm fine, so good.
And you, Maria Elena?
Hello, teacher. I am very good.
Okay, girls. Okay, so this is our week 5. I know you have some writing tasks that you did, but what we're going to do is, as we are just 3, I'm going to begin with the lesson I planned for today. Oh, Luz Elena, how are you?
How are you,
I'm
teacher?
fine, thank you, Luz Elena. So, listen to me.
I am fine.
Excuse me, Luz Elena. I am telling them that as we are just, well, now we're only 3. What I plan right now is that we check the new topic that we were going to check this week. We are going to talk about reading. And when we finish this lesson, we go ahead and check the writing tasks of Arelis. We finish checking that one. And then we finish Maria Elena writing task, okay?
Okay.
Perfect. So, Luz Elena, how was your week?
Excuse me, teacher. One moment. I am connecting by the computer because I am connecting this moment with the cell phone.
Ah, okay, perfect. So, Maria Elena, how was your week? Tell me.
Hello.
Hello, Maria Elena, how was your week?
In this week, I was very well. I had been studying and practice reading and listening.
Perfect. And how was it? Good. So how did you feel with the reading and listening exercises?
Okay.
How did you feel with the reading, Maria Elena?
Okay.
I am studying in the patient British Council.
Good. And how was it?
In this page, I find the audios, and then I need to check my understanding. I have to respond the questions about the
Very good. And which listening did you do? A2, B1, or on B2?
I am studying B1 because I had difficult to understand when somebody is speaking English.
Yes, very good. And how was it? Did you find them difficult or easy, or how is it going? Better? Maria Elena,
I don't understand.
yes, Luz Elena, can you turn your microphone off, please?
I have problems with my computer, but I can hear in the cell phone.
Okay, good, good. No, you know what? Just turn the volume of the computer down a little bit because the volume is it's loud, so I can listen to myself and I can listen to everything again, you know. So just turn the volume down. Okay, and Maria Elena. So, but did it work? The exercises that you are doing. How do you feel now? Do you feel better?
Feel better?
Feel better. Yeah.
Feel, I understand. Feel.
Yes.
Feel. Yes, teacher. Step by step.
Yes.
Every day, I feel that I understand a little.
A little bit more. Yeah, that's it. It's yes. What you say is important. It's step by step. Yes, it's a long process. So, Luz Elena,
Yes.
sorry. Luz Elena, you have a funny sound.
Tengo el altavoces silenciado.
Hay un sonido chistoso, Luz Elena. I don't know what it is. So, okay, Maria Elena, congratulations. Very good. Arelis, how are you?
La cámara está bien, pero el micrófono no quiere funcionar.
Hello, teacher. In this moment, I feel so very tired.
Why, Arelis?
I don't understand. So times I began to study every day about septo.
No me quiere funcionar el audio.
Every day. And how
La profe sí me escucha, pero...
Dame un segundo, Arelis, dame un segundo, espérame un segundo. Luz Elena, yo sí te escucho. ¿No nos escuchas?
No. Ya está el micrófono full.
¿Por qué no utilizas el tuyo?
No, no las escucho, profe.
Bueno,
No te
Sí.
okay, good. So, Arelis, now you can continue, excuse me. So, you're studying a lot for the septo, Arelis?
I continue these last days, the working in the college have very hard because we have finished the period, the final notes about the students. The last day it was a meeting with the parents and deliver information about the bad behavior, the words notes, and today I also working with the 8th grades about English too. The most 50% are lost in the subject.
What subject is it?
It's very worried because the student don't have any knowledge about the structure grammar, for example, in simple past, simple present, and ing, don't have a vocabulary. It's very worried about that. It's very difficult to work with that kind of students. And in the 6th grades, it's in empty, that the student don't have any kind of vocabulary and any kind of subjects of grammar, nothing. It's very difficult to work in that way. But in the next days, we have to deliver the information or bulletin about that.
Yeah. So you are stressed out. You have a lot of work.
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher. Very worried about that because, you know, they always say the teacher don't know learning, the teacher don't know how to the methodology, don't have to apply the strategies. Every day, the same college say the guilty are.
Yeah, that's right. That's like that everywhere. Don't worry. I understand. Okay, girls, so today we are going to begin with the reading part, yeah? So I am going to give you 1 minute, girls, yeah? And the same as we did with the writing, yeah? In 1 minute, I want you to write down the things that you think that are important tips for the reading part, yeah? So right now, you can do it on a piece of paper or you can do it on the chat, it's okay, yeah? So you will have 1 minute to write as many tips as you can think about reading comprehension, yeah? What is reading comprehension? How to do a reading comprehension exam, but only tips, yeah? Okay? Maria Elena understood?
Okay.
Good. Arelis understood?
Yes, yes, I understand.
Okay, 1 minute beginning now. Begin. So on my screen I have screencast automatic, yeah, and then this screen I can see the timing. So I'm just counting the minute there. We'll see what they're writing. I hope Maria Elena can come back soon. Ready? Okay, ready, girls? That's it, time's up. Hello? Good, great. Maria Elena is there. And Arelis? Arelis?
I don't know. I sent some.
Perfect, perfect. Sorry, my internet is being slow, so don't worry, I have them. Okay, as Arelis sent them here, Luz Elena, we are just giving ideas of reading comprehension. Yeah, what do you think about when you think about reading comprehension? So Arelis said, design the main ideas for each paragraph, underline the most important words, make a sequence of history, keep the concentration, and infer. Okay, Maria Elena, what are the words that you wrote?
Teacher, I think when the activity is an exam, we need to read quickly because the time is short and valuable.
Yeah.
In this case, I read the question and then I go to read the test to find the answer.
Good, yeah, very good.
I try to understand the context because it is necessary to understand word to word.
Very good, very good. So Maria Elena, Luz Elena, you already heard to Maria Elena and Arelis. What ideas do you have about the reading comprehension?
I think it's important, first of all, read the questions. even underline the first or the most important sentences in different paragraphs. Even how well concentration is.
Yeah, staying focused, yeah.
Focus in the topic or in the context, the history, and well, the time is very fast. I believe that the important is see the context to the history.
Okay, very good. So girls, right now I just sent you this.
Yes.
I sent you here on the chat this YouTube video, okay? So we are all going to open it. Please hang up the call. Vamos a colgar todas porque el internet de algunas de nosotras está como molestando. El mío está molestando, creo que el de Arelis a veces molesta. Vamos a ver el video y tan pronto acabemos el video volvemos a la videollamada, ¿ok? Me escriben por el chat, ya acabé, ¿ok? Well, I finished. So, let's go to watch the video right now. Bye bye, hang up. Por favor, cuelguen y vean el video. So I'm going to play with the video here. So my internet's not working on my computer.
Abilities. Word reading, being able to decode the words on the page, and language comprehension, being able to understand the meaning of those words, whether they're written down or just spoken. To read well, both abilities need to be taught and developed. When we read, we don't normally remember the exact words and phrases of the entire text. Instead, we build a mental model, a picture in our head of what's happening and what the text is telling us. The planet glowed brightly in the night sky. Our mental model grows as we read more of the text. We add to it or change it as we come across new ideas and new information. The clearer our mental model, the better our understanding of the whole text. And there are 4 factors that can help this model to grow: background knowledge, vocabulary, language structures, and inference. As we read, we connect the ideas and information in the text with our existing knowledge. If we've read other books about space or seen films about space travel, then we're likely to meet familiar ideas when we read another book set in space. For example, if the text says,
"We are still with them." Hola chicas, ¿me escucharon? Hello girls. It's really crazy.
with a crunch, a rocket touched down on the planet's rocky surface. The door of the ship slid open. Glancing nervously from side to side, an astronaut stepped onto the ground. We're told directly that the door opened and the astronaut left the rocket, but we have to use our background knowledge of astronauts and space travel to imagine what the astronaut looks like and what they're wearing. Knowing the meaning of the words we're reading is obviously very important for good comprehension. If we come across a new or unfamiliar word, we can use different strategies to ensure we still understand its meaning. The astronaut took out an aeromometer and began scanning. Aeromometer. I've not heard that word before. To work out the meaning, we might use the context. Here, the aeromometer could be some sort of technical device, as it's being used to scan for something. We might also check similar words to get clues. Aero sounds like it might be to do with the air. A meter sounds like a measuring device, like in thermometer or barometer. So, aeromometer might be a tool for measuring the air. Words on their own aren't necessarily enough to build understanding. It's not until we join them together that we can get a sense of their meaning. No result came from the device, So the astronaut waited. Here, understanding that the conjunction so means that one thing is the reason for another thing happening helps us to understand the sentence. The astronaut can't do anything before they get the result. A different conjunction would have given a very different meaning. No result came from the device while the astronaut waited. The use of the conjunction while suggests that although there was no immediate result, a result did come later. Often, good comprehension depends on understanding quite small details, such as knowing the meaning of a conjunction, so or while, or recognising exactly what a pronoun is referring to. It began to make a whirring sound. We need to know that the pronoun it is the aeromometer in order to follow what's happening. It's rare for a text to tell the reader everything they need to know. Often we have to infer or read between the lines to picture what's going on. Finally, the light on the display flashed green. The astronaut pressed a button on the helmet and the visor began to lift. In the story, we can infer, that the astronaut lifts the visor on the helmet because the planet's atmosphere is safe. The text doesn't tell us this. We use our background knowledge of what a green light normally means to infer that it's signalling to the astronaut, okay, safe to take off the helmet. As it happens, the next line confirms the inference we made. Knowing that the air was safe to breathe, Captain Sarah of the Starship Endeavour was ready to begin her adventure in space. While each of the factors that help with comprehension can be taught and practiced directly, the best way to develop language comprehension is through talking, listening and reading as often and as widely as possible. To do.
Okay, so they should have finished. So at this time they should already have finished writing the video. Reading the video. Looking at the video. So I'm writing them just to check on them and to go back to the coding. So this was not in the lesson plan, but I found this. Oh my god, sorry. This thing. So I'm going to add it to the lesson plan. Excuse me. Okay, that is already there. So when I'm finished. me checking this a little bit because I'm talking to my monograph teacher. Okay, very good. So we already finished watching the videos. Maria Elena, so tell me, what did you understand from the video?
Okay, in this video we can learn about the importance of the decoding the words, because we understand we understand the meaning of the words. We can understand the context and the breathing test.
Yeah.
It's necessary to teach vocabulary and do infer.
Very good. Okay, very good. Sorry. Luz Elena, what else did you see in the video? What else did you think it was important? Sorry, Luz Elena. Yes, I'm listening right now.
But in the video, I can see some tips to get a good reading comprehension. For example, the background knowledge, the vocabulary language. In the vocabulary language, we can use different strategies to understand the text. For example, use the context of the history, or share similar words or familiar words. And the other stage was the language structures. It's necessary to understand the sentences or share small details to get a good comprehension. And finally, the
Inferences, yeah.
Inference, yes. But, well, the inference, I don't understand good about that.
Okay, Arelis, what did you understand about the inferences? What are those?
Inference, I try to understand, is the order or critical meaning that I have to the reading. If, in other words, if when I have or make question that I never find exactly in the answers, when I the word handle in the words and phrases, expressions, and I have to be able to understand all meanings about the words and about all the structure grammar, understand what is the conjunctions and what is meaning of the connectors, and is the guide or is the handle to the inference, is the way or the last step when I have to make the inference. I know this is very difficult for everybody, or for me in the particular case, is inference in the readings, because in the critical reading is the need most concentration, and we never find the question, or we never find the answer in the paragraph. It has in the other words. I can learn and tell the interpretation, that expression in that paragraph with the other words.
Yes, yes. Excuse me. For example, an inference, Luz Elena, Maria Elena, and Arelis, could be that I say, I am not going to bring my jacket today. I don't need it today. Today is a nice day. So I didn't say that it is sunny, but I said it is a nice day, and I'm not going to wear my jacket. Yeah. So I infer, yeah, that it's sunny. Yeah. I didn't say it's sunny. Yeah. But when you infer something, is something that you don't find, that is not given to you in the exact way that you're asked. So, for example, they ask you a question, and when you go back to the text, you don't find the exact words. So you have to look for the extract, for the part of the text where you say, oh, this is related to this, so the answer is this one because of this. But it's never going to be the same. Yeah, Luz Elena?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
Good. Maria Elena, right?
Right.
Very good. So, girls, I am going to share my screen with you because I want you to read something I found. And with that, we finish and we make a little exercise, and that's it, okay?
Okay.
And then we begin checking the other things. So, do you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Good. So we have,
I am watching.
good. It says here, reading comprehension tics. I am going to read. I want you to read along with me in your heads, yeah? So in your mind. One question that constantly plagues every student's mind is how to improve reading comprehensions. You have to admit, reading comprehension questions are a tricky ball game. RC passages can be, reading comprehension passages, can be time-consuming, energy-shaping, and information-intensive. On the other hand, the rewards they offer are fascinating. If you grasp a passage well, you should be able to get most questions in a single passage correct, and this means you gain quite a few marks by solving one set of questions. At the best of times, you are likely to find a passage that you have never read previously. One of the most significant factors for solving reading comprehensions and being accurate in this area actually revolves around the approach that you adopt for this topic. Be attentive to this, the approach, yeah? How do you cope with such a challenge actually becomes a central aspect of how you perform in reading comprehensions. While ensuring that you strike a fine balance for this area, it is important that you keep a number of things in your mind and ensure you do not fall into the common pitfalls. With rewards to the approach you should adopt for reading comprehensions, keep the following points in mind. So, right now we begin with the tips. 1. Do not overemphasize trivialities. Details are important, but don't be obsessed with examples, illustrations, and so on. You just need to get a hang on the main point and not the examples. Comprehending the overall flow of the structure will help you analyze and answer the questions. This is number 1. So, what does it mean in your own words, Maria Elena?
In this point, we can say the importance important to understand the context.
Yes.
No, isn't necessary to know word to word.
Yeah, that's right. Yes, continue. Sorry, yes.
That is all, teacher.
Okay, good. Yes, not only with word to word, girls, but also when you get to examples and things that, like, it depends on the text, yeah, but there are some things from the text that are not really important, yeah. 2, do not memorize. You don't need to memorize every word in the present passage. Understanding the flow structure and the main points in the passage should be your priority. For factual or specific point questions, you can always reread the passage, yeah? So, Luz Elena, what is this? What are they trying to say here?
The important in the reading is to understand the concepts or the structures to the paragraph. It's not necessary to memorize the words. Yes, or the paragraph.
Yeah. Very good, yes. So it is very important to understand the overall structure, yeah? What are they talking about in the whole passage, yeah? Not just the word by word thing and then you go to the question and you try to find word by word. Well, it doesn't work, yeah? 3, do not read the passage first. Always go through the questions first and then the passage. This will prepare you to focus on the things you need to look in the passage. Focus only on the questions and not on a particular answer option. A quick overview of the questions is sufficient. Arelis, so tell me about this.
Sometimes in the questions we can find the kind or the key word, and we have to make the a quickly view in the paragraph about the main words that I can find in the question. Because if I start first reading line to line, I lost many time. So I have to concentrate in the most important words in the question, because sometimes I can find the same words in the paragraph, sometimes in the sequence. Following the sequences, we can find the important words and we can find the answers.
Okay, Arelis, yes and no. Yes, I mean, I know your idea, it was well, but it's not just, look, do not memorize, yeah? So not only the words, but what you have to understand is what are they asking, yeah? So that you can change, for example, if you don't find the specific word, so you can go and look for the general idea, yeah? That's the important thing, the general idea, yeah? Good. Do not overemphasize on vocabulary skills for reading comprehension. So having a strong vocabulary is great. However, having Shakespearean vocabulary will not prevent you from understanding the passage. So do not put yourself under stress in this area. And while reading the passage, make sure that you understand the gist of the passage and do not get stuck on the particular word. So this is important. They talk here about the Shakespearean vocabulary, yeah? So as you know, Shakespeare was one of the most important writers for the English language, because he sort of created around, I don't remember, but a lot of new words in English. So he had a wide range of vocabulary, but we are not Shakespeare, yeah? And we are not natives either, yeah? So it's okay to not have a lot of vocabulary. We have to make sure that we understand the general idea of the passage, yeah? So that we do not stop on particular words and waste our time, okay? 5, do not spend time on reading comprehensions that you cannot comprehend at first. At times, we come across a passage that we are not able to comprehend. If you are struggling with one such passage in the exam, make sure you have the patience to avoid such passage. Focus on the ones that you can manage easily. Go back to the tricky passage in case of absolute necessity. Okay, Arelis, what is this?
It says, so clear, don't spend time we only concentrate or focus only in the most important word that is seen in the question, and don't spend time reading the secondary ideas.
Not really, not really. Lucelena, what did you understand for this one?
Well, I believe that when I read in the text, if for example, the paragraph is not important because don't have the idea or don't have some relation with the question.
Yeah.
So I can avoid read this paragraph and then can read the next paragraphs with the objective to answer the questions.
Okay, Maria Elena, what do you understand for this 5 tip? The 5th tip?
In this point, I understand that we need we need read quickly. Isn't necessary to read again when we cannot comprehend the at the first time.
At the first sight, yeah, the first time, you're right. Okay, so the idea with these girls, like the general idea of this tip, it is important. So I read, I have a reading task, and I check my questions first. When I go to the reading and I begin reading, there is one paragraph that is complicated for me to understand. I read it, but I don't really get it, yeah? So I look at it and, okay, I didn't get it. I have timing, so I continue reading. If the passage was not important for solving the task, so it's okay, yeah? But if the passage is important, what you can do is continue reading. Maybe the other passages give you an idea of what that passage means, ¿ya? Entonces, que aclaremos que no es definitivamente que no leo el pasaje que no entiendo, sino, si se me complica mucho, recuerdo que lo que decía María Elena, Luz Elena creo, sí es importante porque tengo el tiempo, y el tiempo corre, no me puedo quedar stuck ahí en un solo pasaje, pero debo recordar que debo acabar, ¿sí? Entonces, sigo leyendo los pasajes de abajo. Puede que sucedan dos cosas. La primera es que ese pasaje no sea importante para las preguntas que tengo que resolver, o tal vez sí. En el caso de que no, bueno, pues ya pasamos a las otras y puedo contestar con las otras. Pero en el caso de que sí haya sido importante, seguramente con haber leído el resto de pasajes, tal vez ya pueda entender ese pasaje mucho mejor. Entonces la idea es no quedarme, lo que nos decían al principio, ¿no? El tip number one was, do not overemphasize trivialities. No me voy a quedar en trivialidades, no puedo, sigo, ¿sí? No voy a parar ahí. Okay, so, do not think the correct option would come from outside the passage. Yes. Any of the option that is out of the scope is never the correct answer. The right answer is always based on the information given within the passage. Do not focus on any of the options that distract you from the passage. This is important. Sometimes they give you options of things that you think, yeah? So, for example, if the text is about abortion, for example, and they are pro-abortion, yeah? And let's imagine we are against abortion, yeah? And the text clearly says that abortion should happen in every case, for example, yeah? And I think it should not happen, yeah? So if I put my idea, so it's wrong, because they're not asking what I think, but they're asking what the text says. Is this tip clear? The sixth one? Luz Elena, is this tip clear?
Yes, teacher.
Is this tip clear, Maria Elena?
Yes, teacher.
And Arelis?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. 7, do not rely on trigger words. You might get trapped in the web of trigger words. If you don't read attentively through the passage, a passage may focus on one point for quite a bit of sentences and then change it towards the end with trigger words like but or however. This will usually confuse readers who skim through the passage or rush through it in haste. Entonces, esto es muy importante. Tenemos skim and reading for the gist. Cuando yo digo que I skim the text, it means that I read it fast, yeah? So, when I skim the text, I may lose things like these words. So, depending on what I am asked to do, it'd be good if I could read and pay attention to these kind of words, yeah? But, however, on the other hand, yeah, things that change the ideas. 8, make notes. Well, on the Scepter you cannot make notes, so yeah? Try to preempt questions. This is a really difficult skill, but if you can master this, you will surely be the king of reading comprehension. While reading the passage, try to identify the possible questions that could be asked. In which parts of the passage seem the most likely candidates for a question setting? Well, this one is also very good for the Scepter. And this one, the last one. 10. Opening and closing paragraphs require extra focus. Questions such as the main idea question are based on the overall subject of the passage, and the majority of the times the answer for this question type lies in the first and last paragraph of the passage. Ensure you derive the maximum possible information from these paragraphs. This is a good one. Cuando les pregunten, les hagan preguntas sobre la idea principal, por lo general están al principio y al final, como en un ensayo. ¿Recuerdan la tesis? Entonces, al principio tengo la tesis y al final tengo la conclusión de la tesis. Entonces, es muy importante cuando me preguntan por la main idea, estar muy pendiente a estos dos factores. So, right now, I am going to send you girls a link. This link, yeah? No, sorry, this link right now. I want you to please, I'm going to give each one of you 10 minutes to do that. It's a reading comprehension task, and you are going to use all the tips I gave you today to do it, okay?
Okay.
Arelis?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. And Maria Elena?
Yes, teacher.
Very good. Very good. Before you go, entonces, tengo lo siguiente para contarles. Hoy, de alguna manera extraña, están mirando. ¿Dónde se me perdió? Bueno, no sé qué pasó. Y no tengo casi personas para la siguiente hora. Pero sí tengo Arelis, creo que eres la que sigue. Y estamos haciendo la corrección del ensayo de Arelis, ¿verdad? Tú tienes a las 8, Arelis, ¿verdad? ¿Sí, Arelis?
No, fue.
Ya te escucho. ¿Tienes a las 8?
Yes, teacher.
Listos.
We have to continue everybody to 8:20.
No, lo que podemos hacer es, yo solo necesito que ustedes hagan o sea, ya es la práctica final y digamos que hacemos una pequeña retroalimentación, pero yo quiero corregir el ensayo de Arelis y el de María Elena. Entonces, no sé si podamos vernos Arelis y María Elena de 8 a 8:20 para corregir ese ensayo y ustedes ahora más tarde siguen con la tarea que les acabo de poner del reading.
Profe,
Yes, teacher.
Señora Luz Elena, sí, Luz Elena.
mi ensayo
María Elena.
ha sido corregido.
Pues si quieres nos quedamos entonces derecho y empezamos a corregir los ensayos de una vez y acabamos y me hacen el reading tan pronto acabemos. Entonces, vale. In this moment, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and I'm going to look for Arely's essay. I have it here somewhere. So we can continue with Arely's essay because it was already, I already began correcting it, okay? Then we go with Maria Elena and then Luz Elena, and so that you can do the reading part. Can you girls give me 5 minutes to get ready?
What happened?
Me pueden regalar 5 minutos para listar los ensayos y eso, y ya las vuelvo a llamar.
Okay, teacher, we wait.
Okay, so I'll be right back, girls. So I'm just going to continue with them because, well, that's it.